welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghost Gaming with me, Christopher, and welcome to Elden Ring and a brand new series on the Shadow. I have been looking forward to this and also, a bit terrified because, well, it's Elden Ring. We all know about Elden Ring by now. And yes, indeed, everyone has probably already played this game. Everyone and their mother and father and brother and sister and uncle and niece and, everyone. Everyone has played this game, but me. But now it's time for me to do it as well. And before we begin, I think I need to go over at least a few things. Not that much, but let's just sort of set the stage here a bit. I have never been a fan of From Software's games, as well as Souls games in general. Now, before you go at me in the comments, I don't mean that the games are bad from like an objective perspective. This is purely subjective, and it's just that it just hasn't been interesting to me. So I'm not saying that they're bad at all, I'm just saying that they haven't really appealed to me. Now, one of the reasons why they haven't appealed to me, and this is specifically for the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne, is that I feel that the worlds are almost slightly bleak. In some ways, both the worlds as well as the story, as far as I've seen. I mean, again, I haven't played them, only seen people play them, but it just feels slightly almost hollow in some ways. So you might wonder then, why am I playing Elden Ring? Well, first of all, I don't really know much about Elden Ring whatsoever, but I do know that it is probably a bit more open world and probably a little bit more of a fantasy setting, which definitely works better for me. I could talk about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, but well, we'll leave that for another time, I suppose. So that's basically where I am with Elden Ring. I'm hoping in some ways that Elden Ring will be the gateway game for me. If I enjoy this game, possibly I could see myself going over to the Dark Souls games and play them for real. I have played Dark Souls 3 for about 1 hour before I stopped, and that's basically my personal experience with the games. So yeah, that's sort of the base settings for Elden Ring and me. And I have tried to deliberately stay clear of like any information about the game, but that's been difficult. I mean, it's been all over social media, at least around the release. So I still think I've done a good job. I mean, I've seen names, but you know me, I'm really bad at names, so I've basically forgotten all about them, and they won't really make a difference even if I do recognize any of them. I do know about the butt attack, and that you can apparently beat the game with only the butt attack. I don't know what that means. I guess we'll find out, but yeah, that's sort of the extent of my knowledge of the game, which is exactly how I want it. I want this to be completely fresh. I'm also sort of happy to play the game like this and not like streaming or anything, because I do know that the game could potentially run on for a while. I've seen numbers in the 60 hours range for just base game, nothing else. Now I think that might include like the multiple deaths that you can probably suffer in this game. So the good thing here is I can edit a little bit. I'm not gonna deliberately hide away my progress. I will basically just trim around the edges, I think. There are a couple of things most likely that I can edit out, but you will definitely know what I will be doing at all times, so don't worry about that. So with that said, let's get into the game. Let's start by creating a character. And this is already one thing that I kind of dislike about this game, which is that, okay, fine, we are gonna create our character base. We have the vagabond, we have the warrior, the hero, the bandit, the astrologer, the prophet, the samurai, the prisoner, the confessor, and the wretch. So, okay, fine, cool. I want to know stuff about these. It's a bit weird because I'm playing with the controller, but I get the hotkeys for the keyboard. Is this the... no, that's not the button. Is this the button? No, there we go. That's the button. So I can click on, in this case, Y to go for attributes. And, So I have the attributes. I have no idea what the attributes actually do. Apparently each class has weapons and stuff in the beginning. I have no idea what they do because I can't do anything with them. So at this point in time I have absolutely no idea what I'm selecting. But it doesn't really matter because if I select, let's say the Vagabond, I'll go for Vagabond, I'll go for type A, that's all cool. I can change it immediately and create character. So it's like, okay, why did I do that when I can just go in here and actually get some information about the characters? Don't rightly know. Don't know what why the game did that, but apparently it did. So anyway, let's see here. We have the Vagabond, a knight exiled from their homeland to wander, a solid armor-clad origin. So basically your average soldier kind of type, I suppose. The warrior is a nomad warrior who finds wielding two blazed wands, an origin of exceptional technique. So basically you're slightly more offensive melee lad. We have a hero who is a stalwart hero, at home with a battle axe descended from Badlands chieftain. We have the bandit, the rogue, I suppose, a dangerous bandit who strikes for weak points, excels at ranged combat with bows. Alright, if you want to go ranged. The Astrologer, a scholar who reads fate in the stars, heir to the school of glintstone sorcery. As well as the Prophet, a seer ostracized for inauspicious prophecies, well versed in healing incantations. So if you want to be a bit more defensive, this could be an option. I do kind of like the appearance of this one, with the plank and the bell and the steel links at the bottom there, etc, etc. Kind of cool. We have the Samurai, which feels extremely out of place because that's like definitely Japanese. Is this set in Japan? I don't think it is, but whatever. A capable fighter from the distant land of reeds, had with katana and longbow. So again, someone who's good at ranged. The prisoner, also I kind of like these ones. Prisoner bound in an iron mask, studied in glintstone sorcery, having lived among the elite prior to sentencing. As well as the confessor, a church spy adept at covert operations, equally adept at sword as they are with their incantations. Don't know what incantations, no idea, but there you go. And also the wretch, sort of the same as we've had in previous games. You start with basically nothing. I kind of find it interesting though, this is the only class that starts at level 1. Everyone else starts at a different level, and I don't exactly know why that is either. I suppose they start at different level to get different character stats, possibly? I don't know. So I've been looking just a tiny... I mean, it's really difficult to know exactly what these classes are. I mean, I know for a fact that the game opens up a little bit. I mean, you select your baseline, but you can assign points the way you want them to, so I suspect it might make a little bit of a difference. And in some ways, I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna play with the Astrologer. That's the one I want. I like magic, okay? In games where magic is available to me, I like to play with magic because magic is awesome. And if magic is available, I want to do magic. Magic is cool. Whenever The Elder Scrolls 6 releases, obviously I'll make a series on that. Don't know when that's going to be released, probably after the heat death of the universe, but whenever it releases, I will definitely be playing a straight up magic user there as well. So if magic is available, I want to do it. Now I know that you have magic, I know that you have magic, and apparently you have some magic, but no, actually it's the incantation. It's more like probably like buffs and debuffs and stuff like that. The prisoner presumably also do magic the same way as the Astrologer does. They seem to have slightly the same weapon. I could see myself going for you with the sword, because what I'm thinking is, I'm not entirely sure how magic works in this game. I've seen how magic works in Dark Souls 3, which is that you have your mana bar, let's call it a mana bar. You have your potions to get mana back, but once you're out of that, you are done. You don't have anything. Not entirely sure if this is the same in this game or not, and I have no idea how the system otherwise works as well, so we'll see. But I probably would want to go for some backup stats. Possibly. I'm assuming that mind and intelligence are the key elements to being a good sorcerer, but I kind of think that I want to go a bit for dexterity as well. We'll see about, like, it feels like arcane should be a good stat as well, but we'll see. The only stat I really know about, I think, is vigor. I think vigor is my health. So we have a slightly lower health than possibly some others. Yes. Some other have more health than me, but that's fine. So one of the reasons also why I enjoy playing as a mage type class is they are glass cannons, and you know me, I like to deal a lot of damage and be sort of very active in combat, etc, etc. I like to deal a lot of damage, right? So usually what you get is you take a lot of damage, so I'm gonna have to be avoiding damage quite a lot, which is gonna be interesting, let's say. I'm not entirely sure how good I'm gonna be with that. So Astrologer is what I want to go for. Don't know if this... Does this matter? Only affects appearance, no bearing on ability. I'm just gonna go for mature, I think. As for male or... Nothing's happening with the character. It appears as if I've chosen a male character. It doesn't matter. I have no idea what the difference is here. Alright. Buff body or slender body. There we go. Alright, so I could have chosen male or female before. That's the only thing, really. So here I'm choosing buff or slender. No. Slender is what we'll go for. As for name, let's just go for Chris. That's absolutely fine. Also, doesn't really matter, I believe. Now, we can pick a keepsake, which I probably will. Again, don't necessarily know what these do. We have a medallion inlaid with crimson amber, increases maximum HP. That's pretty straight up. We have Lance Between rune. The golden grace shining in the eyes of the people of the Lance Between, used to gain many runes. No idea what runes are, so... Is this good or bad? No idea. We have a golden seed. Wash ashore from the lands between, said to enhance sacred flasks. Now that could be good. If I have some sort of a flask that gives me back mana, if I'm gonna keep calling it that, possibly that enhances that as well, so that could actually be really good. Fanged Imp Ashes. Ashes are small diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. I have no idea what that means. Possibly something with the stuff that we kill. We have a cracked pot. 3 strange cracked pots, as a matter of fact, that someone meant themselves are contained for certain thrown items. Well, I'm probably not going to be throwing a whole lot, so let's not bother with that. A stone sword key, shaped like swords, breaks the seal on imp statues, but can only be used once. Could be useful one time, but not after that. Kind of pointless then. The Bewitching Branch, or rather 5 branches, charged with beguiling powers that originate from the demigod Miquella. Second sentence says absolutely nothing. The first one doesn't really say much either. What beguiling power? No idea. A boiled prawn. Sort of also sticks out, doesn't it? 5 pieces of boiled prawn. Yummy. Boost physical damage negation. Could be good if you are melee inclined, I think, but I'm probably not going to be too much melee. Maybe a little bit melee, but not too much. And then finally, Shabridi's Woe. The creates likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. Attracts enemies' aggression. No, I don't want that. I'm actually thinking the Golden Seed. Doesn't that sound good? Enhanced Sacred Flasks, possibly healing, possibly mana. That seems like a good idea. Base template. Oh, I mean that looks like a female body, doesn't it? What's going on? Okay, if I do that, that's clearly. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We'll be this one now. Warrior Truth Seeker. Ooh, I like that one. The Aristocrat. I'm thinking I'm gonna go. Wow, you are pale. So pale. You're a northerner, sure, but that's pale. We have a Seafarer, a Reedlander, Draconian. Ooh. Nightfolk, and Newman. Does this matter at all? Doesn't feel like it does. I wanted to go for. Yeah, loner. Face found among a proud and seclusive tribe of folk, well versed in ancient legends and heresies alike. That sounds proper good. So there we go. That's how I want to look like. Sort of hiding the long hair there, but that's fine. As for detailed... Ooh, the voice. What does that sound like? How can I... There we go. Uh-huh. Thought we were getting like actual voice lines, not just grunts, but sure. Let's go with 2. That seems fun. Ooh, I can alter the skin color. There we go. I wanted to go a bit more brownish. Or dark skin, maybe I should say. This is very dark. I didn't want to go necessarily that. This is a weird color. It's faded almost a little bit. Let's go for... I think I like that one. Yeah, that's fine. We can alter face and hair. Let me just go through that and see what I come up with. Alright, here we go. This is what I have created. A fairly slender looking man. After all, he is not well versed in the arts of combat, if you would. As for the face, this is what I've gone for. I kind of like it. Sort of psychotic, very reminiscent of actually what I have, would you know. And the beard, not so much, but ooh, I like those sideburns. As well as the very cool beard there, and a little bit of a tattoo as well. And green eyes. I don't know why I wanted green eyes, it just felt appropriate. So that is how I'm gonna be looking. So if we go back, this is what, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna see much of that, at least not with this outfit, but you know. So yeah, here we go. Chris the Astrologer is going to go into the world, and I have really no idea what I'm up against, so we shall find out together.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. and become the Elden Lord.
And we're in the game. So that's the first time I saw the intro. Is this basically Dark Souls 3? Again? Is it sort of the exact same story? No, it's not the exact same story, but again, people who are dead but still live, etc, etc. I'm one of them. Are we still going to be talking about humanities and stuff like that? I don't know. Anyway, so this is me. This is me. I have a jump button. I have a dodge button. There we go. There's the dodge roll. Got. Whoa. Chill out. But doesn't that take stamina? If that's the case, well, it might not take stamina right now. I have X, which gives me all the stuff. So glintstone pebble. Is that? What does that do? Well, there's something there. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, there's my stats over there. So health, mana, I'm gonna say. And stamina. Doesn't take right now anything. Anyway, alright, so the story is that stuff happened. The Elden Ring is a literal ring, nothing else. It has been shattered, presumably those names, those tarnished, they have a piece of their own, I suppose. I'm supposed to kill all of them in order to get back the Elden Ring, I guess, and become the Elden Lord. And, yeah. That's probably the story. Alright, well, not gonna say I'm super impressed, but sure, let's get on with it. Pillage the remains. That was on this button, I think? Yes. Tarnished wizened finger. Alright. Why am I getting the... oh, that's gonna be annoying, I think. Read the message. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Yeah, why is the... Why are the hints there in keyboard and not in... Ooh, can I set that? You know what, let's check. If I do, because I have... here we go. Device for on-screen pop-ups. Only gamepad. There we go. Now that's better. There we go. Beautiful. Got it. Alright then. Well, let's open this. I mean, it's Dark Souls. They haven't even bothered to do anything different here. It's just Dark Souls. It's a new skin for Dark Souls. Alright then, the Chapel of Anticipation. So here's the thing, while I haven't been playing Dark Souls or Bloodborne or anything like that, I've picked up a few things from the games. For once, talk to people. Not just one time, talk to them many times, because the game doesn't want to finish conversations with just one click of a button. You have to click it multiple times. Also, one thing that's gonna be a bit weird, yeah, that the attack button is on the shoulder buttons. We'll see if I can work with that. It's a bit odd. I have been in the game, by the way, before starting this, just to make sure that I have most of the settings correct. Apparently I missed the thing about the pop-up thingamajig, but we've solved that. So start rolling around the place. And obviously a lot of the game is about looking for things. See, we have a door here. Can I open? No, that is blocked shut. But yeah, oh crap. I literally have no idea what is expected here, or rather what I will be expecting. Camera controls, sure. That's the really big tree. Don't know the significance of the tree. Really? Have we know? Am I supposed to jump? Because I'm not entirely sure. No, we're not supposed to jump. No, don't jump. Bad idea. It would be nice to do, by the way, just to see what happens. It feels like hitting these things don't really do well. By the way, how do... Right, I parry like... not like that. That's... Well, not parry, that's a block, but you know what I mean. I suppose parry is just this, but at the right time. Anything over here? No, doesn't seem like it. So you'll be seeing me do a lot of this, just running around in places, trying to find secrets, etc, etc. We'll see. Isn't there a... If I hold down... Well, that's crouching. Isn't there like a sprint? I don't know. Don't think I've seen a hint about sprinting, so... right. Nothing of that sort. This is just a building. I mean, it already looks more appealing to me than Dark Souls, with the fact that the grass is actually green. I don't think the grass is green in Dark Souls. I think it's like a gray, weird thing. Is there anything at the back here? Am I being rewarded for looking about? No, I am not rewarded. All right, well, let's move on then. If you don't want to give me stuff because I'm looking around, then I'm not gonna play ball. Right, let's just do that. Anything here? No, feels like I'm just stalling for time here. Let's get the first boss on the way, because this looks like a boss arena immediately. Or at least where the... yeah, some sort of thing happened. That is the Grafted Scion, my first boss, and it's immediately into a boss fight. Alrighty then. We can target by doing that. So what do you do? What do? I do this. Haha! You do that. I jump out of the way. Now we're taking some... oh, that's a thing. Oh, wow. That hurt me. Like, so much. Alright, so I'm gonna take the first death. Right here. How do I run? How do I run?
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Alrighty then. Well, that was probably a meant-to-lose fight, yes. So now we have a flask of Crimson Tears and Cerulean Tears. So the Cerulean Tears most likely then is the mana regenerating thing. So yeah, indeed, meant-to-lose fight, fair enough. Woman with horse. I have seen pictures of the game, so I know that a horse is definitely a thing. Probably that horse. She said that I'm probably looking for the Elden Ring. Does that mean that, like the same as other of my kind? How the display? Yeah, okay. Does that mean that they don't have like a piece? I mean, the ring was broken. Isn't that what they said in the intro sequence? Alright, well. We have messages. The Cave of Knowledge lies below. So jump down the hole ahead and you'll find the Cave of Knowledge. There you can learn more about game controls and basic actions, as well as other tips that may be helpful during your adventures in the lands between. Cool. Won't do that right now, but good to know it's there. I am a brave tarnish. I won't take the plunge right now. Learning and remembrance, etc, etc. No, we're fine. For now, at least. So is this the... no, we're not gonna light this bonfire tree. This is just a spectral tree. I do see secrets all the way over there, up there. Wasn't there... was that the one that I saw? Yeah, that was the one that I saw. So where's the woman? And how can I get her horse? I want her horse. Damn it. Alright, next door to push open. Let's hope that whatever comes behind this door is slightly easier than a full-on boss. And it definitely showed how very, very good I am at games like this there, by being killed immediately. You could probably possibly kill that boss, but I wouldn't really count on it, to be honest. Alrighty then, we are definitely some sort of crypt. I have not shown myself to be the best of the best, so there you go. I think that this is indeed the grace it's called in this game. Alright, let's touch the grace. And I've recovered some lost grace. And I can rest at the side of grace, but I don't think I need it, but now I click the button. Alright, memorize spells. Flask, we can look at Flask. Add charge to Flask. Use 1 golden seed to increase your number of Flask uses. Well, of course I will. But not for the... Bloody hell, can't I... Oh, it's probably only for that one then. Alright, fine, let's not do that right now then. That might be a thing that we will wait with. Increase amount replenished by Flask. Sacred Tear. Can I just do this now? What is... let's wait with a couple of these. Flask... Oh, here we go. Flask charges. There we go. Like, all of them into magic. No, let's have at least one, I think. Well, that's actually... right, that's fine then, because if I just allocate, it doesn't matter if it just went to the healing one. I want a lot of it for mana, but a little bit for healing. There we go. So, flasks, that was that. I can pass time if I want to, but that's not really something I need to do. Spells! With the Memorize Spells menu, you can memorize sorceries and incantations. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries, or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Well, I'm not doing that, so staff it is. Casting sorceries and incantations consumes FP. Your memory slots determine the number of sorceries and incantations you can memorize. Your memory slots, sure. You can increase your memory slots by obtaining a memory stone. So you want stones, sure. So that's all good and well. So right now I have Glintstone Pebble. That's the one that I've been using, I think. So what does that say? FP cost 7, FP cost 10. Fires a magic projectiles from Glintstone, or fires a horizontally widening magic arcs. Good for multiple groups of enemies, I suppose. So that's basically what I have. I don't have anything else. So sure, let's have those two. Sword chest. Don't have a chest, I don't think. And of course, again, it's just Dark Souls. Couldn't they have done something different? Alright, fine, whatever. So if I do this, how do I lose all runes? No, don't do that. But how do I... So those are runes, but if I do... there we go. Okay, fine. Just click the D-pad in order to select it. And I do have a sword, actually. Alright, I do have a sword. Immediately. Well, that's kind of cool. Because what I think that I can do... Inventory. Close. I don't want to have a shield. Shields are boring. Let's go over to... Here we go. Short sword. Staff. This leave selected number. I just want to not have it. Oh, I can probably do this then. Again, do like that, and then here. No skill parry. That's the flasks, but what if I want to have, or maybe this one, is it the fact that this one cannot be wielded in the other hand, possibly? Maybe I don't know how to dual wield. Sortable view, switch display. Use, leave discard. Can't do. I don't know what that means. Discard selected number. I don't know. All right. Well, what I know I can do, because I tried this out. If I do this, I can do that. There we go. So now I have this as wabam. I have it as a dual wield. That presumably is possibly good. Alright, then, so what we know now, let me just try this out. I want to see how my spells do. So the regular spell, that's the one we already know. No, that was the arc. Ooh, that's good. And this is the, yes, upheaval. So now if I go back here, presumably I can just rest. Ta-da! If I now leave, I should be back up to full. Good. Alright then. What I would like to know at some point is how do I level up? With the status menu you can check your level, attributes, base stats and more. The information shown here also reflects changes to your attack, defense and resistance bestowed by ornaments and armor that you have equipped. Cool. So, yeah, presumably we are going to have to talk to someone in order to level up. Don't know who that is. But I need to know what I need in order to get my FP up. I wonder what FP stands for. Maybe I'll have to look that up. But yes, indeed. Okay, so in this game we have runes. Okay, so that was actually... Oh, so runes are the spirits of this game. Alrighty then, cool. Let's start by... I'm sorry if I'm taking a bit of a long time here, but bear with me. Okay, that's cooperative multiplayer, don't care about that. Go away. I have actually turned off all multiplayer, so we are not having any of that. Doesn't seem to be much more here. We'll wait with the white shimmering wall just a bit. Okay, we have a lever, presumably a lift of some sort. Is there ever going to be anything? I just broke a light. Is there ever going to be anything in urns? Because I don't want to go linking up all in the place if that doesn't happen. Definitely feels like there's nothing in these ones. So okay, so that's not interesting. Can I pull lever? I can not pull lever. So it feels like I'm very much... I know what I have to do, basically. I need to go over here, but I'm still... Is there really... Oh, what's that say? Examine. Use stone sword key. Do I have one? No, I do not have a stone sword key. Okay, so that's the thing that we could have gotten at the very beginning, so we could have fixed this statue right here, but now I can't. That's fair enough. But yeah, is there really no running? Can't run with any of the buttons, I don't think. The shoulder buttons are all... I mean, because, yeah, this is just crouching. I probably want to see if there's a running button. But sure. Okay, so we can't... Well, now I'm becoming a little bit... Now it's... Oh, this is a bit strange. Where do I go? Alrighty then. Are there secret doors, by the way, in this game? I know there are in Dark Souls, so maybe we ought to look for irregularities in walls, etc. Presumably not here, but yeah, need to make sure to look for those things. But okay, I can't do anything there. That's a no-go. Then surely I should be able to do something here, right? Maybe just step on this. Oh, there we go. There we go, that's how to get up. Hello, this is me. Alrighty then, well, you're not probably going to see a whole lot of action in this first episode, but I suppose that that's how the game literally works. So sure, now we should be... Ah, right, so you use the lever if the lift isn't on the level where you are at. Cool, cool, cool. I mean, I gotta say something for this game. The previous games generally put some basic enemies right at the beginning. This game just put a bloody boss at the very beginning. And no, there's been no enemies instead. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. I like this. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. This I like a whole lot more. There's materials. Ooh. In every corner of the lands between you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for item crafting. So this is one of those games where we pick up everything. Now, you there in the distance, are you friend or foe? I'm not entirely sure. But we shall pick up everything we can. Because, obviously. What is this then? Summoning pools. In each area you find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find these summon other players. No, don't want that. We also get a effigy for some reason. Alrighty then. We have another one. Ooh, hello. Person. So the map, use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update your map with new information by finding map fragments of steles, don't know, along the road. You can also use the map to freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. So that is on this button. Alright, with the map menu, you can check your current position and terrain and buildings in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacons of light, etc, etc. Who can I? There we go, thank you. Alright, is this the entire map, and how small is the current? That's a stranded graveyard, that's presumably me. That is the... Is that like a fast travel thing? Yeah, I can't travel, it says. Alright, well, hello. Are you the level up person?
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Well, that's very sad. So what you're saying is I need to get married. Alright then, married it is. Where do I find a girl? I found one girl, or rather, she found me. Maybe she's available.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
See, I did see... Like, yeah, you see those little strands of things. Are those... Yeah, they are actually pointing to this thing. Cool. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about before, by the way. Ooh, there's a... Well, you're not having the best of times. Yeah, if I hadn't known that talking to people more than one time would be a thing, I would not have known that I should be talking to you more than one time, so... Not entirely sure I like that, but sure.
Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
You don't have to talk so bloody slowly. So what are you talking about on the cliff? It would be up there then, yes. So that is the... He was the final one, right? That they introduced at the beginning. The all-knowing or whatever the hell he was.
It's time you set off, I should think. To Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
I really hope he's talking about getting married, by the way. So anything else?
It's time you set
All right,
off,
fine.
I should think.
There we go, we're actually done. So touch the grace over here, obviously. This is now our next point. So guidance of graces. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain the power. The golden race will guide you along the way. So is that only to these places, or is it to other things as well? Don't know. Let's go scare some birds. I see some birds in the distance. Hello, birds. Are you fighting birds, or are you not? Can I? No, because there's no jump button in these games. I want to bother the birds. Hello, bird. Can I? Ah, yes. Aha! No, you don't. Yes, you do. Oh, well. I can't get to it. Alright, I've killed the bird. I feel strong, man. But you, if I kill you, I can get your stuff. Wabam. There we go. So what do I get from you then? Presumably a bit of stuff. Flight pinions. That is presumably a crafting material of some sort. Bam. So is this my? Are these my enemies? Now you seem to be like critters. So presumably you don't want to fight me, and presumably I don't necessarily want to fight you either. So I think we'll finish this episode off, this very first episode, with presumably our first enemy. I'm not entirely sure, but that guy down there could be friend, could be foe. There's also something that could possibly be another critter, but it could also be an enemy. But let's see if I'm walking up to something really bad here. Not entirely sure. Ooh, there are basically tumbleweeds here as well. Lovely. I can. Ooh, can I? Ah, football. Kick it around. Kick it around. There we go. Alrighty then. Let's see here. Are you? Are you? Or you're just a sheep or a goat. You probably are gonna attack me. Are you gonna attack me? Hello. If you attack me, I'm dead. But hello. You can memorize sources and. He's an enemy. You can memorize sources, etc., etc., etc. Oh, you are most certainly going to attack me. Are you a boss? No, no, you don't. But screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Crap. No, no. Roll away. Roll away. Do that. No, no, no. Do you want to do that? You want to do that? Yeah, ooh, there we go. No, no. How do I need mana. How do I activate mana? I do... That's jump. That's that. Screw you, basically. That's... There we go. Oh, it's that button. There we go. Right. You charge. That was too soon. Screw you. Oh, wow. Okay. I did not expect that one. Well, upon dying, because I've died the first time now, for real, this time. Upon dying, you will be arrived at the last site of grace. You will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again before reclaiming those runes, they will be lost forever. Same rules apply as every other game. You know what? I think I can take this one. I think I can take this one, right? He wasn't terribly bad. Let's have a bit of a look. So, do I have... Yes. I have everything I need. Let's go again. Hello, Mr. Sir. I'm just gonna... Apparently I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Oh, crap. So he has a ranged... was a bit too soon. So he has a ranged attack. Yep, that's something I should dodge. And now I really ought to do this. I've already used my my health potion. Good. So I need to basically... Ow. Second death. Let's try that again. Now, here's the thing. I know that in Dark Souls 3 at least, there is a boss in the beginning that you're not really supposed to kill. I mean, this could be a similar situation. It could be that I'm not actually supposed to kill this guy. But I'm sure as I'm gonna try. Oh, crap. That was... Wow. No, 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 crap. I need to learn the controls. Because yeah, I rarely play games like this, as you probably know by now. So one more attempt, and after that I'm just gonna say that no, we're really not supposed to kill this guy. Or no, that's way too soon. Jesus. Okay, so he just one-shot me. You know what? We're gonna leave you alone. And we're gonna come back to you when I can deal presumably a little bit more damage, when I'm not entirely sure what else I can do. As I said, I need to learn controls a little bit. I might try you possibly a few times as well, or a few times more, but for now, we're just gonna leave you alone and say that, alright, beginning of the game, maybe don't take on the first boss just at the very beginning. But on the other hand, I haven't really been facing any if you would regular enemies. Is it just enemies like this? If that's the case, well, alright, I do have to learn it. But yeah, we'll see what I do in the next episode. We'll probably go to that little structure over there, have a bit of a look. I can see something glinting down there, etc, etc. There are alternatives, let's just say. We shall find out next time. For now though, this has been Goldsmith Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.